You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just talking, he's truly putting in the effort to achieve something big. You'll notice he's disciplined and active in chasing his goals, staying organized and driven. If he can learn to handle setbacks gently, he has a good chance of making it far in his career.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he can get upset quickly and may lash out or speak harshly if he's frustrated. Instead of staying calm, he's likely to react strongly. He might shout, argue, or blame people around him. He doesn't easily hide his feelings, so his disappointment will show.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work might admire his talent and how hard he works, but his sharp tongue and quick temper can make him difficult to get along with. He's likely to have disagreements or heated arguments with colleagues, especially when he feels stressed or upset. Some people may keep their distance because they find him too intense or unpredictable.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he might not handle it easily. Instead of showing pride or cheering for you, he's more likely to feel uneasy or even jealous, as your success could make him feel threatened. He may react by making sharp comments or acting moody, especially if he feels you are outshining him.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you start earning more than him, he will very likely feel insecure and even secretly resent it. He may say things that hurt your confidence or make you feel guilty about your success rather than being happy for you. Sometimes he might act distant or start arguments over small things, using them to let out his feelings.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is likely to be very careful with money and keeps a close eye on where it is going. He prefers things to be planned and organized, which means he won't spend big amounts on random things or make risky choices with savings. If you want stability, he is a safe bet. Just be ready for rules and sometimes tough words if you don't follow his way of handling cash.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He mostly lives within his means and doesn't put on a show to seem richer than he is. He's practical and plans his life according to what he can actually afford rather than trying to impress others with expensive clothes, gadgets, or outings. You're unlikely to see him borrowing money just to keep up with friends or showing off at parties.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's more tight with both money and his mindset. So don't expect him to be very generous or open hearted. When it comes to helping out or sharing, he might hesitate, keeping a strict hold on his wallet and his emotions. If you want someone very caring and giving, you may find him disappointing, as he's not naturally warm or easygoing.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and clear about money, preferring everything to be out in the open and sorted properly. You won't catch him hiding spending or lying about financial matters. He likes things neat and direct. If there's a budget or the plan, he'll tell you about it and expect you to follow along.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He will likely believe housework should be shared and done properly, not just left as your job alone. He likes things to be clean and organized, so he may step in to help and also expect you to pitch in too. Teamwork matters to him, but it comes with strong opinions.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will help with chores and even things like diapers, but it might not always feel relaxed or loving. He prefers tasks to be done properly, so he may join in, but also watch closely and tell you how to do things his way. If you want someone who rolls up his sleeves and gets things done, he's likely to be active.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
Most of the time, he will argue to prove he's right rather than truly trying to understand your side. When there's a disagreement, he tends to stand his ground and may interrupt or talk over you, wanting his opinion to win out. He's more likely to insist on his point and may not notice if you're upset.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can say hurtful things and may act aggressive, especially if he feels challenged or criticized. He doesn't always hold back his words, and harsh comments or yelling are possible. Sometimes his anger can feel bigger than the problem itself, making the house tense and uncomfortable.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry quickly, and you should not ignore this as it is a big red flag. His temper can flare up over small things, and he may say or do things that leave you hurt or feeling unsafe. You deserve peace and kindness, not fear or constant drama.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He usually struggles to say sorry or admit when he's wrong. Instead of taking responsibility, he tends to point the finger at you or others, making excuses or arguing rather than offering a real apology. Over time, you may stop expecting honest apologies and start feeling unsupported.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may have trouble respecting boundaries, especially if things don't go his way. If you say no or set a clear limit, he might push back, argue, or try to change your mind instead of accepting it quietly. You should never feel forced or pressured in any part of a relationship.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding, he might react with hurt feelings, sharp words, or even anger, making you feel guilty for saying no. He could see your choice as a rejection of him rather than just how you feel in the moment.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You might need to be cautious here. He can lose his temper or speak harshly during arguments, and there's a risk he may use private moments or sensitive things you shared against you if he's upset. Trust is very important in any relationship, especially when it comes to intimacy and personal secrets.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to stay loyal and focus on his own goals rather than chasing after other women. He takes commitment seriously and doesn't look for new excitement or flirt with others just for fun. Once he's in a partnership, you can expect him to stick to it.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not the type to be over possessive, jealous, or always suspicious. Instead, he focuses more on his own goals and keeping life organized than on constantly checking what you're doing. You won't find him following you around, asking lots of questions, or getting upset if you talk to other people.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what some people call protective is more about controlling how things are done rather than truly caring for your safety or comfort. He likes to set rules, plan everything, and expects you to follow his way, which can feel tight and bossy. His concern often comes with strict instructions and strong opinions instead of gentle support.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will likely see parenting as a team effort and want things to be done properly. So he's not the type to leave all the work to you. He'll want to be involved in routines and discipline, making sure the children follow rules and stay organized. You won't be stuck doing everything alone, but be ready for strong opinions and a clear way of doing things.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper quickly instead of staying calm. He may raise his voice, criticize harshly, or say things that hurt their feelings, especially if the rules are broken or things aren't done right. This can make the children feel afraid to make mistakes or share their problems with him. You'll need to step in often to comfort and support the kids, as his emotional reactions can be strong and sometimes loud.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will support your role as a mother, expecting you to be involved in routines and taking care of the family alongside him. However, when it comes to you being your own person with your own career, hobbies, or independence, he might struggle. He can be strict about how things should be done and may want you to focus more on family and order than on your personal dreams.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this could be the kind of man who supports your career at first, but then expects you to quit or put work aside once a child comes. He may believe strongly in routines and order at home, wanting you to focus on family duties more than your personal goals. If keeping your job and your own dreams is important to you, don't ignore your worries.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface when it comes to your parents, rather than showing true warmth or emotional connection. He may be respectful in conversations and follow social manners, but you might notice a lack of genuine kindness or interest in building a close bond. His focus will be on formalities and doing what's proper, not creating deep family warmth. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to his way of doing things rather than making changes himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to get upset quickly and might make things worse. Instead of keeping calm or handling the situation with patience, he tends to lose his temper and can be harsh or say things that hurt feelings. You'll need to step in and smooth things over, as he doesn't handle conflict gently or quietly.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who may seem modern and relaxed with you when you're alone, but expects you to behave like a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. When family or elders are around, he'll likely want you to follow customs, dress the right way, and show respect as per their standards, even if it's different from how you naturally are. If you value freedom and being yourself, think carefully about this as it could cause stress or disappointment over time.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his relatives, he will most likely stay out of it or side with them instead of openly supporting you. He tends to value family rules and traditions and may believe keeping peace with relatives is more important than backing you up. If you want a partner who stands by you no matter what, this could be disappointing.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He leans more toward being a mummy's boy, so in a conflict with his mother, he's unlikely to openly take your side. Family traditions and respect for elders matter deeply to him, and he may believe it's your duty to adjust or keep quiet instead of challenging his mother. If you need a partner who stands up for you, be careful. He may prioritize family peace over your happiness.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he tends to share many details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister, especially if he feels stressed or unsure. He believes in family opinions and may seek advice or support from them instead of working things out just between you two. This can make you feel exposed or betrayed as your personal issues are discussed outside the marriage.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. It's harder than it looks at first glance. He'll dazzle you with intellect, taste, and drive, and life with him will feel sharp, purposeful, and full of energy.